everyone, since it's Halloween time, I decided to make a Halloween themed video because I'm actually being festive this time. I'm in kind of a shitty mood right now, so sorry if I sound a little bit less enthusiastic than normal. Anyways, I'm ranking every single SML Halloween video that exists right now. I know there's probably gonna be one that comes out on Halloween day. I might do a separate review of that video on its own just for fun. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing every Halloween video. Let's get to it. Okay, so starting off not so very strong, we got Jeffy's Big Halloween, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I have notes for this one, but it was really nothing. It was a nothing video, and I cannot for the life of me actually remember what happened, because I'm not gonna lie, some of the Halloween videos kind of merged together in my brain, even though I literally sat down and watched every single one of them twice. Anyways, it was just kind of boring. It was just kind of, talking on the couch. Brooklyn Guy was funny though. I like the scenes with Brooklyn Guy.
My parents are murderers!
Oh no, were they killing younglings?
Yes!
That sounds like Sith behavior to me.
Ow!
You, come here.
Ow!
Okay, I took care of them, but what's really going on?
Then, they kind of went trick-or-treating at, 2, 3 houses. And then Brooklyn Guy got mad that that Karen gave out his Reese's Pieces, so then he, went to, track Jeffy down to get his candy. And then, the Skeeter Boys make, a very brief, cameo for, 2 minutes where they just go over, what costumes they're wearing and their candy. I don't know. I feel like the Skeeter Boys didn't really need to have a cameo in this. If you wanted to add them, have them do something else other than, look at the candy we got. Yeah, so this video was really boring and there's just nothing happening. Although I will say that the ending part was super funny.
Alright, Daddy, open up a pack of these Reese's pussies.
So yeah, I only give this video a 3. Next one we have is Shrek's costume, and I'm not gonna lie, this one is a really old video that I kind of forgot about it. So it's mostly just the characters talking, because Shrek dresses up as Marvin, and he's like, hey, wait, I'm the real Marvin. And yeah, I know he was Mario back then, but I call him Marvin now because I prefer the name Marvin, and he's kind of like his own character. So even though he's Mario, I still call him Marvin. Shut up, get over it. That's how I do it. And then the characters are like, wait, no, Shrek is actually Marvin and not the real Marvin, that stupid trope. Although I will say, Woody was pretty funny.
I was just outside in the dumpster. I was dumpster deep for about a minute or two. And I was like, hey, there's Rimbo. And I was like, hey, there's Rimbo. And I had to go down there and there's Rimbo. And then I was like, there's Rimbo. And oh, Fruit Loop box. So I had to get me the Fruit Loop box right off for a minute. Look good. So I was gonna be a Fruit Loop box, okay?
You're gonna be a Fruit Loop box for Halloween?
I was just gonna be a Fruit Loop box, you know what I'm saying? I was just gonna go grab me the Fruit Loop.
And Mr. Pig was also pretty funny.
Oh, you're an idiot for dressing up like Mario!
You're the idiot who dressed up like Darth Vader and have a blue lightsaber.
Hey! This is not Darth Vader! I'm supposed to be a Pikachu! Okay? Do I look like a Darth Vader? Huh?
No.
I'm not, no, Darth Vader! I'm a Pikachu!
Oh, and the whole, backstory of how Shrek grew a mustache was also hilarious.
Oh, donkey. If I were to grow a mustache, I'd be the perfect donkey. Donkey! I'm growing me a mustache. Yeah, I'm donkey.
That's the most ridiculous story I've ever heard.
And then at the end, they had just, pictures of Shrek's face on, Super Mario box art, and that was funny. And then, Black Yoshi had, his, beat that he had Toad listen to for some reason.
No fault is trick or treat, listen to my beat, know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it was funny, but it was mostly just one long scene of all the characters talking, so I give it a 3.5. Okay, now we have Junior's Halloween problem. Honestly, a lot of this is just the Skeeter Boys just talking a lot. They go inside, and of course Bowser says, hey, you can't go trick-or-treating because blah 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 blah, because he only cares about Junior on Halloween, I guess. So, they're just kind of chilling at his house. They try carving a pumpkin, which doesn't work, and then they just kind of sit around. They eventually decide to sneak out and go trick-or-treating, but then they have this long 2-3 minute scene where they're just arguing with Chef Pee-Pee about sneaking out and stuff. Then when they actually do sneak out, they only really go to 2 houses and then they're done. Brooklyn Guy was funny.
Open up!
No, I'm your father, I'm your... Oh, okay. How sad.
Wait.
Man, you know, I've been practicing that in the mirror since this morning. I've been practicing, just waiting for the kids to come around. You're the first kids, and then this happens. Now
You were supposed to be Darth
I
Vader.
was supposed to be Darth Vader, and now I'm just a lonely man in a costume with no mask.
I mean, that's not surprising. I said that last time too. Overall, it's just really boring and slow. I'm not even gonna lie. Although I will say the thing between Bowser and Chef Pee Pee dressing up the same was funny.
Wait. You're Mario. That's what you are? Oh, yeah, of course. Then what am I, Bowser? Look at me. What am I? I don't know, gay.
But overall, it's not much happening. There's not much happening, so it's kind of slow. So I only really give it a 3.5. Okay, so this one was just It was mostly just like Cody trying to get Ken out of Frank, and I was just like, okay. Although something that kind of threw me off was like all the like shit and fart gross out humor. I really did not care for that.
He is pooping his brains out right now. There you go.
Although I will say the boner joke was funny. That part did make me laugh because I did not expect it.
Rise! Rise, my child! What? Oh, no, not that kind of rise.
And I always love seeing Finkelschitz. Finkelschitz is a character that I actually really like, so it's nice to see him. But overall, that video was just kind of whatever. Like, it was just mostly getting Ken out of Frankenstein, and it was like, okay. So yeah, I give it a 4, because like, it was whatever. Alright, Junior's Halloween is a classic, and I remember this one because I used to watch it a lot when I was younger. It's a little bit slow-paced, but not as bad as the other video. And I will say, the scenes where they keep going into the kitchen and Junior spraying him with the web was kind of funny.
I'll give you a second chance.
What the hell was that? You're just an annoying little brat. That's what you are. I swear, always trying to ruin my shirt. Yeah, almost off. What the hell, Junior? Can't believe I'm cleaning this again.
I got you, Chef Pee Pee.
Junior, why? Why the hell do you do this? Why?
The trick-or-treating was also funny because I really like seeing all the different characters, like when it comes to like Screwball, Tyrone, Craig, and then this guy doesn't really have a name. He's just kind of like this like sick doctor guy that just like has Ebola.
Excuse me, Ebola.
It was nice to see them actually go trick-or-treating and do something and not be like stuck inside the house for whatever reason. It's just like your average Halloween video, so I just give it a 4.5. For Jeffy's Halloween, I actually kind of like the beginning scene with Marvin and Jeffy, because I just like seeing them interact and like not actually be angry at each other. Like, one of my favorite things is when they actually, you know, get along and act like a father and son.
Homies, dogs, and all that. Yeah, I'm a booger. Your girl, you know I took her. I brought her to my house, and she gave me a lot of sugar.
Hey, bars, Danny. Straight bars.
So yeah, I thought that scene was nice. And then, of course, there was thumbtacks in the candy, so, like, you can't go trick-or-treating because thumbtacks and so, because, of course, there has to be a reason why they can't go out. Then Jeffy was getting mad at Marvin because he was handing out candy corn, which, by the way, I actually really like candy corn, so I gotta disagree with Jeffy on this one. I love candy corn.
I didn't buy the gross candy.
You bought candy corns. Who eats that? Freaks?
I like candy corn.
'Cause you're a freak, Daddy.
And then Marvin keeps his house payment by the candy corn bowl, and like, we already know what's gonna happen. Jeffy gives it away to Patrick, and then they gotta go track him down. So yeah, they just decide to kidnap Patrick instead of just asking for the money back, because I guess that makes sense. The Skeeter Boys also get a brief cameo at the end of this video, again, like the other video. And they didn't even go trick-or-treating. They're just like, all right, these are our costumes. Let's go trick-or-treating. Wait, we can't go because of the thumbtacks. Well, shucks. And then it just ends. Again, why even add the Skeeter Boys if they're not gonna do anything? But overall, I think this one was more enjoyable than the other videos, so I give it a 5.5. Alright, now we got the Halloween heist, and there's actual trick-or-treating for once. They don't have a reason to not go. So they actually go trick-or-treating this time, and I like the outfits for the characters, and I think the character interactions are pretty funny. And I also gotta say, seeing Patrick as Gary was also really funny. But after they go trick-or-treating, the candy has rat poison in it, ooh. So, you know, they can't eat it. So, Chef Pee Pee takes away the candy, Marvin takes the candy from Jeffy, you know. So, the Skeeter Boys and Jeffy make up code names, and they try to get their candy back. Junior decides to to make Chef Pee Pee throw up the key for whatever reason, because I guess he thinks he swallowed it or whatever. So then Jeffy starts beating up Chef Pee Pee, and it's honestly really funny.
You're not gonna get the key, Jeffy.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad. Ooga booga 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 ooga booga ooga booga booga.
And then they find out that the candy wasn't even poisoned anyways, so like they didn't have a reason to beat Chef Pee Pee to death. And then Cody also got like a coma concussion thing because he was like, the candy bucket fell on him in the pantry. So yeah, this one was pretty funny, to be honest. I gave it a 5.5. Alright, so now we got Nightmare on Jeffy Street, and it starts off with Jeffy wanting pizza before bed, because of course he does. So then he complains about it, and then he threatens to wipe his ass on the couch.
I'm just saying the back of my bunny suit opens up and it exposes my butt cheeks. And I had one of those ornery poops today and I didn't wipe my turd tunnel. So I have plans on rubbing it across your couch like writing happy birthday on a birthday cake.
Marvin does get him a pizza, but he doesn't like it because it has pepperoni. So Marvin picks it off, and then Jeffy just says he wants something else anyways, because like of course he does. So then Marvin and Rose are watching a scary movie, and then Jeffy wants to watch it, and then they let him watch it because of course they do. And the movie is Nightmare on Poopy Street, so you know, we getting some real scares up in here. And I actually really like when SML does like movie parodies or movie skits, like, you know, there's No Milk, Charlie and Friends the movie, The Man with the Banana, you know, Hide and Go Seek, all that stuff. I really like their movie parodies. I think they're pretty funny most of the time.
Suck my ball.
So Jeffy ends up going to sleep, and guess what happens next? Yeah, Jeffy has nightmares and he gets attacked, but seeing Jeffy get flung across his room was actually hilarious. I think I died laughing for a little bit. So Brooklyn Guy actually confirms that Freddy is real and stuff, and apparently his cousin is Jason Voorhees, and he has to send him like an email so that he comes out of the lake, because he only comes out of the lake on Friday the 13th, so it's like a way to get him out earlier. So what they have to do is Jeffy has to go into his dream and take Freddy's hat, which I guess pisses him off so that he comes into the real world, and then Jason just like ends him and whatnot. And yeah, and then that just kind of ends like that. So overall it's pretty good. I liked it more than I thought I would, so I give it a 6.5. For the zombie apocalypse, the video doesn't start off very good, to be honest. It's mostly just the Skeeter boys like talking on the couch, and then Junior keeps saying the N-word for some reason, so he keeps changing his costume. Then they literally go to one house, and then they stop because they forgot their baskets, so they go home. And then they find out that the candy is poisoned. So Joseph eats a piece and then he dies. And again, rat poison got in the candy. Why is this a plot point again? Because I don't know. The scene where they talk about burying Joseph is actually pretty funny though.
We just buried Joseph.
Yeah, it was too graphic to show.
A pack of wolves attacked us while we were burying him and stole one of Joseph's legs.
Yeah, they got one of his eyes too. We put some band-aids on it. I mean, even though he's dead, we just felt bad.
Yeah, poor Joseph.
So Joseph comes back as a zombie, and then they find out that the candy is not only filled with rat poison, but is also radioactive, so it turns people into zombies. So they go to tell Chef Pee Pee, but he turns into a zombie, and then they just make fun of him for being ugly.
Oh, you're so ugly, Chef Pee Pee.
Why does he look like that?
Yeah, even as a zombie, he's just so ugly. Like, why is his eyes all like bulging out like that?
Yeah, and why'd his arms fall off? What's up with that?
Yeah, you're an ugly zombie, Chef Pee Pee.
So Brooklyn Guy shows up at the door, and then I actually really like the Brooklyn and Junior Guy scenes. I think they're really good together when they're like being all funny and stuff. I like their dynamic.
Are you sure you're not a zombie?
No, I'm not green.
Hey, that's zombie racist. Zombies can be all kinds of different colors.
You're right, I'm sorry.
But I mean, I still know you're not a zombie because a zombie would never say that. A zombie would say something like, brain!
Ah, you're a zombie!
No, I'm just telling you what a zombie would say.
So they end up hiding in the pantry, and then Brooklyn Guy eats a piece of candy because he's stupid, and then he dies, and it's really funny.
Did you eat?
No.
You're gonna die.
I'm not gonna die!
Oh no!
So then everyone's a zombie except for Junior. Oh yeah, Marvin and Jeffy also turned into zombies because of course they did. When they're on the couch, Junior's surrounded by them, and instead of brains, Cody says ass, and it's kind of funny.
Ass. No, it's brain. Let me give you brains. No, you're a terrible zombie.
I'm describing a lot of these as being funny, but it's because it is. I don't know. Yeah. And then at the end, everyone dies. It just stops with everyone dying, which is really funny. I also give this one a 6.5. Alright, so this one starts off with the Skeeter boys getting ready to trick-or-treat. And you'll never guess what happens. Take a wild guess. There's Killer Clown, so you know they can't go out and trick-or-treat because they're banished by Bowser because he only cares about Junior on Halloween for some reason. So then it cuts to Marvin and Jeffy, and Marvin gets disappointed because Rose's costume isn't super hot like how he wanted it. So then Rose leaves because she's butthurt, and then Marvin and Jeffy talk about going trick-or-treating. The Skeeter boys decide that it's a fun idea to put the razor blades in the candy for whatever reason because they're stupid. And then of course, you know, they just decide to go trick-or-treating anyways, even though they're not supposed to, because they always do no matter what. Jeffy also ends up going trick-or-treating, and I'm not gonna lie, as stupid as it is, I think the interaction between Jeffy and Jeff the Killer was really funny. I don't know, I know some people are gonna be like, oh, that was really dumb, but like, I think it was really funny. So it cuts between the Skeeter boys and Jeffy going trick-or-treating, even though Jeffy's really only at the one house. So, you know, it keeps cutting between the Skeeter boys and Jeffy, and then before the Skeeter boys can even go to a house to trick-or-treat at, they get attacked by killer clowns. So then they run back to the house. So then it cuts back to Jeffy and Jeff the Killer arguing, and then they're like throwing candy at each other. And then back at the, you know, the house, Junior and Cody are trying to run away from the clown, and then there's like the table scene where they keep going back and forth, which is kind of funny. And then when they finally outsmart the clown, they find out that there's a second one, and then it's just kind of like this big prank. Like, the clowns don't actually kill them, they're just stupid. And then Jeffy and Marvin only make it away from the house with one piece of candy, to which Jeff the Killer comes up behind him and steals it anyways, and then Jeffy starts crying. I honestly think the ending of that video is really funny. I give this one a 6.5. Okay, so for the costume contest, it starts off with Jeffy and Marvin carving a pumpkin, but I guess the pumpkin was like alive or something, and then it's illegal to carve pumpkins because, yeah. Then Craig comes over and he wants to throw a costume contest for some reason. I don't think he ever says why, he just kind of does. So Marvin goes and he tells everybody about the costume contest, and then he tells them to tell everyone that they know about it because, yeah, fun times. I thought the scene with Marvin and Brooklyn at the door was kind of cute though.
Hey there, I just want to tell you about this costume contest that's happening at this house later tonight.
What are you doing?
Well, you told me to tell everyone I know about the costume contest, and you're pretty much it. I don't really have any friends.
Go get a costume.
Okay.
Oh, and then Craig doing his, like, usual, like, evil shenanigans was also funny. So then all the characters dress up and they go over to the house, and I like seeing everyone's different costumes and their character interactions. That was fun. And then the winner of the costume contest ended up being Craig, because he's so evil, he didn't let anybody else win, and he chose himself.
And what is more evil than staging a costume contest, wasting everyone's time, and then choosing yourself as the winner? It's so evil!
Isn't that truly evil? And then at the end, everyone gets pissed about it, and then
we could all spend Halloween together and go get some candy.
What?
Nobody want no damn candy.
No. Go to hell. Get the hell out of here.
And then, yeah, the video just kind of ends like that. So I like this one because I really like seeing all the characters together. Very rarely do we see this many characters in one video. I wish more of them interacted together, but overall, I thought it was nice to have so many characters instead of just like the Skeeter boys and then Jeffy and Marvin. So it's nice to have more variety. So I give this one a 7.5 because it's pretty enjoyable. Alright, so now we've got Joseph's mom. Junior just kind of makes jokes about Chef Pee Pee being ugly and stuff in the beginning, and then Chef Pee Pee refuses to go trick-or-treating with them, because, I mean, like, when does Chef Pee Pee ever go trick-or-treating? He just does not. So then, you know, Joseph and Cody come over, and they're doing their usual stuff, and then Joseph decides to confess to killing his mom, because he dressed up as the person that killed his mom, or, like, what he thought he looked like. And then Junior and Cody freak out, because, like, obviously, Cody tries to tell Chef Pee Pee that, you know, Joseph killed his mom, but Chef Pee Pee doesn't believe him because he thinks it's just like a Halloween prank, so he just like dismisses him.
Freaking fuck! Trick or treat, beat my meat, give me something to stick in my ass.
Jeffy, that's what you're supposed to say!
Okay, that's what you told me to say!
I'm not telling him to say that. I told him to do the trick or treat, smell my feet thing.
That's gay, Daddy.
So Cody ends up calling the cops because, like, what else is he supposed to do? He didn't know what else to do, so he just decided to call the cops. And then once Brooklyn Guy gets there, Joseph ends up confessing to him. So Brooklyn Guy needs proof, so they go to his house to see his dead mom, which they find out isn't actually his mom, it's just a plastic skeleton. So Brooklyn ends up tracking down his mom, and Joseph actually gets to see his mom for the first time in like 2 years. But then Joseph's mom actually explains to him that she won a lottery ticket and she just didn't want to have a life with kids, so she kind of just abandoned him, which is actually horrible, and she's awful for doing that, by the way. But Joseph doesn't really understand that she's like, you know, being serious, so he just expects her to come home. So then the end is just him sitting in his house waiting for his mom to come back.
Oh man, I can't wait for my mom to get home. At any moment, she'll walk in that door and come home and give me a big hug.
This video is actually pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie, the ending especially. I mean, it's good that Joseph didn't kill his mom, but like, she just abandoned him anyways. I will forever love this video for the plot and how it ended and all that. So I give this video an 8.5. Anyway, that was my Halloween ranking list. If y'all disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, what are you guys gonna be dressing up for Halloween? I'm gonna be Does Bad Things Guy. Well, I was gonna be Does Bad Things Guy, but my Halloween plans might be messed up, so I don't even know if I'll get to be him. But this is my costume anyways. I got it done. It took me like 2 weeks, which is why I'm kind of pissed I can't wear it, but whatever. Anyways, like, subscribe, and I don't know.